has accused Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau of making irresponsible comments about China's use of the death penalty. The ruling is likely to increase tensions between China and Canada after the arrest of a senior official from telecoms giant Huawei. Katrina Yu explains.
Canadian Robert Schellenberg looked stunned as he was handed a death sentence by judges in China. The court said the 36-year-old was attempting to smuggle more than 200 kilograms of methamphetamines from China to Australia when he was arrested in 2014. He was jailed for 15 years in November and was in the process of appealing that sentence when a retrial was suddenly announced last month. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has pledged to intervene on Schellenberg's behalf.
It is of extreme concern to us as a government, as it should be to all our international friends and allies, that China has chosen to begin to arbitrarily apply death penalty in cases facing, as in this case, facing a Canadian.
China's foreign ministry has rejected Trudeau's comments, calling them irresponsible, and saying in China, all people are equal before the law.
The remarks lack the most basic awareness of the legal system. We urge the Canadian side to respect the rule of law, respect China's legal sovereignty, correct its mistakes, and stop making irresponsible remarks.
The court's sentence has further intensified a dispute between the two countries, which began when Chinese executive Meng Wanzhou was detained in Canada in December. The heiress and chief financial officer of technology company Huawei was arrested at the request of Washington for allegedly violating U.S. trade sanctions. This infuriated Beijing. Analysts believe Schellenberg could be spared the death penalty if Meng was released.
There is a lot of room for compromises. If the situation cools down, the Chinese authorities can always choose to expel or deport the Canadian citizens, thus diffusing the controversy.
Since Meng's arrest, 13 Canadians have been detained in China. Most have been released, but former diplomat Michael Kovrig and business consultant Michael Spavor remain in custody on suspicion of endangering China's national security. Canada says these cases and Robert Schellenberg's death penalty are retaliations by Beijing.
On Monday, Canada updated a travel warning to its citizens in China, saying that they should exercise a high degree of caution in the face of arbitrary enforcement of local laws.
Robert Schellenberg's lawyer says he will appeal the death sentence, arguing that the harsher penalty cannot be valid as no new evidence was introduced in his case. Katrina Yu, Al Jazeera, Beijing.